Hello and welcome. Today we're looking at two typical chords, the C chord, the G chord. They're super commonly played on the guitar, but a lot of people get really bored of just doing this. I mean, that sounds pretty cool, but after a while you want to be able to do more fun stuff. I'm going to give you a variety of interesting things today, ranging from blues to triads, to partial bar chords up and down the fretboard. So the first thing we're going to do is this simple little blues like this. And it's like, in some ways, the easiest blues you can play. It sounds cool, very, very easy, very basic, and everyone can do it, okay? With a little bit of practice, even if you're very new to the guitar. So a lot of people play the blues shuffle like this. And that can be a big stretch for the pinky for a lot of people. It's like, okay. So we've got a much easier way of playing it, and that's using our C and G chord. It's just a partial version. Don't forget, when you play a chord, you don't have to play the whole chord all the time. Okay, so the C chord then, it's a partial version, like I said, and we've got a middle finger on fret 3 of the A string. Okay, and we're going to pluck in that twice. Index finger is going to go on to fret 2 of the G string, pluck that once, then take the index finger off. So 4 plucks, and you got this. And that is literally it, that's the whole thing, and we just repeat that, okay? And we change it up a little bit on the, for the different chord, for the G chord. So you got 4 plucks, 3rd fret of the A string twice, 2nd fret of the G string once, open G, and all together with smooth rhythm. And then you want to switch it to the G chord, where the root note is on the 3rd fret of the low E. Play that twice. And then this time the index finger is going to go on fret 2 of the D string, and we're going to pluck that, then we're going to pluck it open, D string. So you got, and then the C chord, G, just a fun, simple way of getting you into the blues. So you could try that. The next thing you can do is go back to the full C chord to strum it and do this sort of thing where we embellish and add some bass notes. Quite simple again, but takes a little bit of practice, okay, like this. Okay, that sort of thing. So basically what I'm doing now is playing a C chord, plucking the root note again, which is 3rd fret of the A string, and then strumming the chord. Then we're doing this sort of thing, okay? Which is just a couple of little notes based around the D and G strings, and we're plucking the open D, hammering on to 2nd fret D. And then okay, that's what we've got so far. Then we're open G, hammering on to that 2nd fret G. Okay, so it's just open D, hammer, open G, hammer. Then we're going to pluck the open G, and you got this so far. Okay, boom, boom, ba-da-da-da, boom. That sort of thing. And if you want to add a link note, you can pull off from fret 2 of the D to open, and then transition into the G. It's a bit trickier, like I say, but this is what it is. And then into the G, pluck the bass note of the G, strum. You can do exactly the same thing. Back to the C. To the G. If you want to do a double stop where you pluck the 2 notes together, you can. So that's just a little bit of what you can do in terms of that. But then also, you don't have to stay in that area of the fretboard. You can do this sort of thing, okay? So another totally different example with a C to G. Okay, basically what was I doing there? Okay, it's playing a partial C and partial G using the E shape. Okay, what we've got there is index finger fret 8 of the low E string, which is a note of C, ring finger fret 10 of the A string, pinky fret 10 of the D string, and middle fret 9 of the G string. Then the B string and high E are open. Okay, that is there, it's a type of C chord, and then I'm taking that exact shape and putting it down at 3rd fret to play a type of G chord. Okay, you're going to have to get right on the tips of your fingers here, make sure your shoulder's relaxed and your elbow, this elbow, isn't locked back, because if it is, you'll find it hard to get on your fingertips. So just relax, get right up, let that shoulder relax. You can move your elbow around and you can get right on the tips. It's a powerful little tip that for all your chords, by the way. If you find that your fingers are rocked back, just relax that elbow and shoulder and you can maneuver. Okay? You obviously want short nails for this as well. So you can play back with those two shapes. You can basically play a strum pattern like that. Down, down, up, up, down, up. It's a famous strum pattern, everybody tends to learn that very early on. But when you want to do a bit of pick strumming with that, you can do 2 strums, and then the rest of it, the last 4 picks, or the last 4 strums you can turn into picks, I should say. So the rhythm's still there, but I'm just picking instead of strumming at the end. Sounds cool, it's very different, I like that as well. Another thing you can do is triads, okay? So basically if you wanted to play a type of triad C, no, triad just means 3 notes, you can. You can do this, okay? Where you got middle finger fret 9 of the G string, index barring across fret 8 of the B and high E. And you could just strum, that's a type of C chord. I mean if you just compare that to a normal C, got the same flavour, the same feel, okay? So you could do that. You could take a strum pattern, and play it on that little triad. You can even add a finger on at fret 10 of the high E, or fret 10 of the B. Add a bit of melody, okay? That's a type of C chord. Then you could play a type of G chord using a D shape. Okay, if you take a D shape, move it up to fret 7 on the G, fret 8 on the B, fret 7 on the high E. That's the type of G chord now, because you've moved it up. You've just taken a D shape and moved it up to turn it into a type of G. And you can add your pinky in at fret 8 of the high E as well. And so you can do that. That sounds nice if somebody else is strumming these chords. So you can rewind the video, play this, what I just played, the higher up triads. You can play that while I'm playing the lower chords, so the C to G. So you can play along with me doing that. You play the high bits up here, I'll play the low bits down there. Have a little jam with me, okay? It's good fun that. Okay, and then the last thing you can do, I mean there's loads more, but just reeling enough ideas here. Another thing you can do is this sort of thing. Take a C power chord, a G power chord, and play some Hendrix-esq style stuff, okay? That's a lot of fun. If you like the sound of that one, okay, go to this video here right now because I've taught a whole lesson on that. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Check out that video on playing that last example and have loads of fun. Bye bye.